So welcome to a very windy but warm Bala Lake in North Wales. As you can see, it's absolutely fabulous. Very blustery though today. It looks like there's an outdoor activity centre over there. There's lots of kids on the water. So we'll take you a walk. This is a premium pitch. We've paid, I think, £144 for 3 nights. And you get, obviously, the great view over the water. So we'll take you a walk. So it has its own launching area for boats, not petrol or diesel, kayaks, paddleboards, anything else you want to do. There's open water swimming. Sorry, it's very windy. I've got my microphone on today, first time ever. So as you can see, it's almost tidal, but it's very, very blowy today. There's an outdoor activity centre just in the background there. I'll try and zoom in. Some kids there getting ready to go out on the water. We've been out, we've been swimming, dog's been swimming, she's been in the kayak, and we've also got a paddleboard, so I've been pottering on that. Not done it for a couple of years, but it's just getting back into practice.
Come on, love.
There was a little bit of green algae yesterday over that side there, but it seems to have gone, so we were a little bit cautious with Lola. However, that seems to have cleared up, so keep going. Go. Just a couple of picnic benches. There's my motorhome park. I can't get the words out today. There's motorhome parking just over there. There are seasonal pitches. Let's see if we can get that into focus. Quite a lot of seasonal pitches over there.
Come on.
And lots of hard standing and grass pitches.
Come on.
So you do have to pay to launch on here, and it is via this machine just here, a little bit, and it's £5 a day, £25 a week, or £50 for the year. That's for sailing, windsurfing, rowing. A little bit cheaper annually and weekly if it's for paddleboarding and fishing, £5, £20 and £40. It's quite a good value. That goes to the upkeep of the lake. And those are where we're pitched in the distance. So very close to the lake if you like your outdoor water sports. Perfect location, eh, Daz?
Absolutely superb it is.
Yeah. So these are the tent and motorhome and camper van pitches. You've choice of hard standing or grass. I think I've forgotten to tell you where we are. We're in, please, I apologise for my Welsh in advance, Glanllyn, I believe, campsite in Bala, just outside of Bala. We've had 3 nights here and it's been absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's the perfect place for people that love paddleboarding, outdoor pursuits, boating. We'll keep going. So we're here, it's about the 20th of June. Yep, it's Friday. I would assume at 1 o'clock this afternoon this place will start to get extremely busy. We're going home in the morning. We tend to do Sunday to Saturday. Oh. Because that suits our circumstances. We don't want to be here when it's absolutely pack solid. But if you do have young kids, it's a brilliant family place. Get yourselves into the water and enjoying it. And we are members of the motorhome and caravan club, so we are used to quite luxury facilities. This is not a club site, however, the facilities are quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're clean.
They're clean,
They're
they're
clean.
functional,
Nothing wrong with them at all.
they're well looked after.
Plenty of showers.
Yeah, the
Loads of
showers are
showers.
really hot as well. I had to let my shower cool down a little bit before I could get into it last night. So you've got 2 blocks there. They're the men's. Oh, there's a buzzard right above, look. See if I can get him in. No. Anyway. So you've got 2 facilities blocks for the gents. Then there's the ladies, that's quite large. As I say, very clean. Never been anyone in when I've been in. There's your motorhome point there, your water and your waste.
Yeah, not a...
I'll have a quick look in the toilets and see if there's anyone in. The site itself is a short drive out of Bala town centre, where you've got lots of stuff to keep you busy. A few pubs, takeaway, there's a co-op, spa, there's a beer off, so you can stock up. There's a lovely butchers. In fact, there's 2 lovely butchers, isn't there?
Yeah,
really
both
nice.
absolutely
Both
cracking.
are stunning. There's plenty of parking. We left Pennybont site and we parked up on the front while we were waiting to go. Obviously, you have to be off site at 11. We couldn't come on here till 1, so we killed a couple of hours on the front watching the planes, didn't we?
I bumped into a couple of our van life buddies.
Yeah, we bumped into Chipmeister and Taft's Destination. So
not forgetting
hi
Pete.
Guys, not forgetting Pete. He's a bit bonkers, but we love him. Lovely, lovely people. Lovely. So we're just walking towards the entrance of the site now. As you can see, there's plenty of space, plenty of pictures, and the views are lovely from all of them, to be fair. There are quite a lot of seasonal pictures here.
I would say you can see why people put the vans on here
Yeah.
season. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's, you could just set, if you've got one of these big Dorema awnings or a Isabella that you can set up as a lounge, diner, you've got so much space and there's loads of room to keep
look at that for views there.
Yeah. Alright, you okay? Lovely picture of my dad. I mean, everywhere you look there's just scenery, and the lake runs all the way around. It's just beautiful. So I'll have a walk up to the entrance and show you how easy it is. It's very level and flat. So just a little tip, I suppose I think they are seasonal pictures over there, but if you were over that side, that row there, the road is behind you, so you would possibly get a little bit of road noise. That doesn't bother us, to be honest, but we wanted a premium pitch, so we paid a little bit more money. As I say, we're not quite in the height of season yet. Schools are still in, and I would imagine when they break up, it would be very busy on here, as it is so well geared up for water sports. Went up to the reception, and I believe there's a little shop. We've not been in because we didn't need anything. They've got gas. There's bike parking there, and
that's the river there.
yeah. So I think they stock the essentials. There you go. So you can actually come for the day and bring your paddleboard, kayak. Day visitors is £10 a car. If you want to go on the water, it's £15. But don't forget, then you need to put your £5 on top of that as well. So there's a map of the site. Very nice people, very friendly. And they sell ice cream, so I think we might be getting an ice cream. So this is the entrance to the site. It's very easy to get into. You just pull up here while you wait to get yourselves sorted in reception. It's a very wide entranceway. There's a children's play area. There is a dog walk. Oh, I think this might be it. Where you can let your dog off. It's straight off the main road from Bala. I can't recall the name of the road, I'm so sorry. Very simple to find, very easy. And yes, this is the dog walk just by the park there. It's a nice little field. Well, it's a little field, it's just a little bit of grass where you can let your dog off. Nice little park for the kids if you've got your little ones. Sure, my grandson would love it here. Plenty of seating for the adults. Lots of little rides for the kids. Brilliant. As I say, we do generally do the club sites, so when we do book on something that's not affiliated, we're always a bit nervous. However, this has been an absolute little gem. We prefer service pitchers because of having the motorhome. We don't want to be faffing about with barrels and aqua rolls and things. As you can see, it's quite a busy road. The only problem is that these premium pitchers don't have a tap, do they? They do have the 16 amp hookup, which is brilliant, but no tap, so just bear that in mind. But we filled up at our last site, so we've managed, to be fair. Daz?
You just see Bala in the distance there.
Oh yeah.
The shoreline.
Yeah.
Where the yachting,
Probably can't
boating
see
club
that
and everything
bit.
is.
That's the town centre over there, that where Bala Lake comes out into the town. If you've never been to this area in North Wales, oh my goodness, we can't recommend. This is our 3rd trip this year. Yeah. So that tells you something. We like to explore. However, if we find somewhere that we really like, we like to explore that area, don't we? So we've kind of mixed it up a bit this time.
This is just
the views are
incredible.
everywhere you look. Yeah,
incredible.
It is. We've been so lucky. We've looked on really good weather the 3 times we've come, haven't we?
It's just starting to break now, the sun.
Yeah. Yesterday we both got really burnt, even though we were wearing sun cream. So you've got to be mindful of that when you're next to the water and there's a breeze. Obviously, just be a bit more careful than we were.
Hello.
So this is the road in. As you can see, it's quite wide. So if you've got a decent sized van or outfit, it's very easy and it's accessible to the larger vehicles. And marks out of 10, Darren? A solid 9.
You've got to give it a good 9.
Yeah.
Good 9. Really well kept site. They look after it, maintain it well.
Yeah, it is nice.
Staff are lovely.
And the fact that there's a barrier as well, security barrier,
yeah.
That makes you feel a little bit more safer, doesn't it? Makes you feel more safe. But yeah, there we go. So even though we've not actually been into the shop, it does say on the leaflet that they stock local produce. So here's the bread man for a start. We can't get enough of Welsh bread, can we? The bread that we buy here is lovely, and the butter.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. It does say that they sell bacon, sausage, so locally produced meats. I don't really like going inside the shop filming because it doesn't. Not everybody likes it, do they?
Well, this way.
So I just popped my head in the shop, and actually it's brilliant. They've got it's like a little mini market. All your basics: biscuits, tea, coffee, milk, bread. There's little games and stuff for the kids. There's some camping accessories. But it was quite busy in there, so I didn't film that. So we'll just have a wander around the rest of the site. As you can see, we've got some people cycling, so it's quite flat here, and it's quite a nice. It would be quite a nice ride into Bala, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's flat,
but
like you said.
It would be. Is it uphill?
Yeah, it's uphill.
Coming or going back?
Uphill going, downhill coming back.
Yeah.
It's not much of a hill, to be honest.
If you've got electric bikes, ideal. We've not bought bikes this time. We've bought paddles and kayaks. There was no room for bikes, was there? We've just bought Lola a trailer, so we're trying to get used to that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sorry about the wind. I hope you can hear me okay. So these are more pictures. These are grass pictures. So more for your tents and things, but there are some vans on them. As you can see, the views are spectacular. Wherever you look.
The other thing with it being such a massive site, and it is really quiet.
Yeah, we've had no. I mean, there's only 4 pictures where we are anyway, but we've had no noise, have we? There is quiet times between 10:30 and 8 a.m, which I think is pretty standard on most sites. So these pictures over here, like they're predominantly for people with camper vans and tents. But yeah, we like it. We'll be back. I think Wales has stolen our heart, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Absolutely beautiful part of the
Gorgeous
country.
place. So no caravans past this point. There are plenty of water points we've noticed, haven't we?
Yeah, they're dotted around everywhere.
Yeah. There's plenty of areas to play as well. You know, if you've got kids that's got, you know, no, there's no ball games allowed, obviously, but softball, rounders, things like that. Lots of green area. And the spaces, the pitches are really well pitched out, aren't they? Spacious.
Yeah.
You know, the hard standing ones, you're not sort of cooped up together with your next door neighbour. The seasonal pitches are a bit tighter, but the caravan and camping pitches are very generous, aren't they? So we've just done a loop of the site. I hope you can hear me. I have got my mic on, so as you can see, this is stunning. The wind comes in dribs and drabs. It's weird. One minute it's like this, and the next minute it's absolutely like a mill pond and there's nothing. But one thing to note is this is on a military training path, isn't it?
Yeah,
Bala Lake is it? It's the
base
RAF
at Stone
air
here,
base.
about 30 miles away.
So you get to see, we've seen Chinooks, we've seen fighter jets, standard RAF planes, I don't know what you call them.
Just training,
It's
RAF training
quite
planes.
the display when they come over, isn't it?
The 2 big American
Chinooks, yeah.
now them aircraft flew over all the week when we were at the site.
So it's the place itself, absolutely stunning. Can't get enough of it, can we?
No.
Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've ever been to this campsite, please let us know in the comments, or even if you've even been to Bala Lake, let us know what you think. We're always interested to hear from you and have a chat with anyone that's interested in any more details. So like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever. Everything helps, doesn't it, Daz?
Absolutely.
And we thank you. Catch us next time.
Mummy, are you?